This week, State of Affairs takes you to the Silver Sands property in the community of Grand Anse, where construction is ongoing. In this State of Affairs feature, we give you the state of the Silver Sands project. This is what the Silver Sands project looked like a year ago. Nothing but dust, the open air, and a vision of building a world-class property that can compete with some of the biggest names across the globe. The Silver Sands Hotel project is a multi-million-dollar investment from Egyptian business mogul Najib Swariri, a beneficiary of the Citizenship by Investment program. Today, structures are emerging from the dust after a long delay in getting the subsoil condition perfect for a foundation.
And you can see the various structures that are now coming up and out of the ground, and some near complete in terms of their main structure. So what you will see in your view to the end over there is our accommodation blocks where our hotel rooms are. The actual structure is 100% complete, but finishes, M&E, electrical, all these issues are now going on. Finishes will start in a few months, so that's the sort of progress we have.
5 seafront villas are near completion. The hillside villas are under construction, as well as the prime feature of the property, its 100-meter pool.
We had our main client here, our owner here, maybe a month or so ago to see the progress. He was very impressed with the rate of progress, but also with the quality of work that the Grenadian worker is actually producing. And that's been, actually, I'll be honest with you, it was a surprise to him. A very pleasant surprise. 3
contractors are on site: Kurt Engineering, Creative Designs and Building Construction, and Quinn Company, all adding up to a total of 435 men currently employed with the project.
We always anticipated that based on the different things happening, we would peak at around probably 450, 500 workers on site at any one time. And I think right now we're heading to that peak because we have multiple things happening. We still have more things to be built to actually start in foundation. We have the main lobby, the main administration, the main restaurants, the beach restaurants, the spa. We have lots of things still to come. So I would say it will probably peak always at around 500. It may actually go up beyond that.
Projects like these not only provide much-needed jobs for locals, but builds their capacity, further raising the bar in quality construction methods, skills that they have learned from the construction phase of the Sandals La Source project.
And this is an inspected, is a supervised job. You got to keep to the standard. So when you get some new guys, you got to really bring them up to the standard is expecting, and not just get it done. The person wants to get in, the money is running low. This is not that. You could build a wall here, it's not to the standard, and you got to knock it down. Nobody asks you things. So that's the difference between it. So
it's impressive. I mean, you drive past there and you see the buildings coming out of the ground. You see the swimming pool, which is just amazing. People are working. You know, I'm for one, being a former tourism minister, very excited about that project.
Quinn Company is responsible for the construction of what's called the Backer House. It includes staff quarters, kitchen, and a switchgear room, also referred to as the electrical room, that controls the entire property.
it involves staff quarters, locker room, engineering department, basically chief engineering maintenance area, and a kitchen section. That's basically what's inside here.
How many men do you have on the ground here?
On the top of my head, I would say about 30 men.
A major feature of the Silver Sands Hotel is its 100-meter or 328-foot long, 25-foot wide swimming pool. This feature can be found nowhere else in this part of the hemisphere. At completion, it will contain 250,000 gallons of water. Creative Designs Company is responsible for the construction of this aspect of the project.
Another interesting thing about this pool, it is an infinity edge, what we call a vanishing edge, all the way around the pool, which is going to take quite something to do. So when you arrive here, and that's another issue, this pool where we are standing now is basically our entrance lobby. So when you walk through, the very first thing you see as you come through the lobby to check in is this magnificent pool leading to Grand Anse Beach.
Because it is below sea level, we had to deal with the water, we had to deal with the sand and everything down below. So it has been something like you had to be pumping water 24 hours to get the job going.
It has taken so far 750 cubic yards of concrete to cast this pool. It's not finished yet. We still have outer walls to be done, which will take another 250 cubic yards of concrete. So at the end, over 1,000 cubic yards of concrete just for this pool. You can imagine what that translates to for the subcontractors who are supplying concrete. And just on that note, to date on the site, we have used over 6,500 cubic yards of concrete from our local concrete suppliers, let alone the block work that we've had. So there's a lot more to come. So it is filtering down through to all these different subcontractors.
As the project shifts gear towards a 2017 opening, there are a couple more construction works that will be undertaken.
What you will see is more structures going up. Like I said, the lobby, the admin, the back of house area, which is under construction right now, the main restaurant, we have a beach restaurant, and we have a spa. These things, and we have the other villas. So these things, structures will be coming up. But it's a rolling program. So within the next 3 months, all the M&E on our hotel rooms are undergoing. ACs are actually going in right now. And you'll get the finishing, and then towards the end, obviously, painting and all those other things will be happening.
It's clear that the Silver Sands Hotel project is well on its way to completion, providing much-needed jobs to hundreds of Grenadians during its peak season of construction. State of Affairs has been following the progress of the project since it broke ground in 2015 and will continue to do so until the ribbon cutting in 2017. For State of Affairs, I am Abigail McIntyre.